Hey guys, Spike with K5 Squared here. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at our 73 to 75 Powerstep brackets. These are available on our website for purchase, and what these allow you to do is bolt power steps to your 73 to 75 Blazer. This particular model works with any Blazer that has this torque box style rocker, and that is going to be your 73 to 75 Blazer. So for demonstration purposes, we have these painted just primer gray so that you can see what's going on here. And then also this is a reproduction rocker box that we have on the table here that we're using for development and demonstration purposes. This is going to be the passenger side, and the side that's facing towards me is actually going to be the outside of the vehicle when you're looking at this. This is the rear, this is the front. You're going to have a body mount here. So included is going to be 2 of these Powerstep brackets, and then you're going to get this hardware. These are nutserts, and then these are bolts, and we're going to take a look at how to install those nutserts shortly. Now, to begin with, this is obviously upside down, so you're going to be looking up underneath your vehicle. What we're going to do is we're going to set this on here, and this should sit on here relatively well. They're designed to fit pretty tight. So you've got these 2 gutters here that these mounts kind of straddle a little bit. This should fit tight on the back. And then you may have to bend this little guy up here a little bit to get this to fit tight where this starts to step down a little bit. So to start with, we're going to tape 2 self-tapping screws, and we're going to go kind of kitty corner with them. That way this thing just kind of sits up there, and you really don't have to hold it. Or we can take a better look at putting those nutserts in. Okay, now that we have those 2 in there, we can start drilling our pilot holes. You're going to need 2 drill bits for this. The first bit is going to be slightly smaller than a 1/4 inch, and that's just going to be a pilot hole to locate our holes for when we drill the correct size for nutsert. So to begin with, I'm just going to go 2. I've got 1 here already, and then I'm going to do another one back here in this area. Okay, now that we got the 2 in here, we can pull these self-tappers out, and then we can drill these out to the correct size to put the nutserts in. When you select your drill bit size for your nutserts, you're going to want to take a caliper. The size is irrelevant. All you're going to do is pinch down on that. You're going to lock the back side, and then you're going to go into your drill bit index, and you want to find a bit that is just slightly bigger, relatively the same size. You don't want to have to hammer these in, but you also don't want them sloppy in there. You want them to bite good. So we're going to chuck that in our drill now. And we're going to drill out those 2 pilot holes that we just drilled. So now those are the crep size. I'm going to take your nutsert, and we're using this style nutsert tool. There's a lot of different ones on the market. All you want is just something that sucks it down and tightens it up. And you want to make sure that you thread these in all the way so that when you crimp them down, they crimp down properly and they don't loosen up over time. These nutserts are pretty easy to work with. They're a little bit hard at first when they first start to squish. Then once they start to go, they're pretty easy, and then they just kind of tighten up like a regular bolt. All right, put our bracket back on. You'll use your interior hardware to go ahead and tighten them up. I'll go ahead and check your bracket. Should sit on there good. No issues. It is really that simple. You got open, close, and it should relatively flush out with the pinch weld on your rocker box. For demonstration purposes, we only put 2 nutserts in there. Obviously, now would be the time to do the rest of them. Take the bracket back off, bolt your step brackets to our bracket, and then bolt that back up there, and you're good to go. Thank you.